example. How to fix your entire life in one day. If you are anything like me, you think New Year resolution are stupid. Hello. How to fix your entire life in one day. If you are anything like me, you think New Year's resolution are stupid. Because most of people who are about changing their lives in the completely wrong way. Wrong way. Because most people go about changing their life in the completely wrong way. They create this resolution because everyone else does. We create a superficial meaning out of status game, but they don't meet the requirement from the true changes, which goes a lot deeper than convincing yourself you are going to be more disciplined or productive this year. If you are one of these people, I'm not here to talk down to. I'm not here to talk down on you. I tend to be a bit harsh in my writing. I tend a bit. I tend to be a bit harsh in my writing. I think that. I think that should be the ease. Should be the case for most people. For most people. But the fact that people try to change their lives and utterly fails almost every time holds true. However, as much as I think New Year resolutions are stupid, it's a way why to relax on the life you hate so you can launch yourself into improve. Well, this book has zero test English test for me to read. Okay, so this is not going well. I will read the book Blood Meridian. So wait for me. It's not like anybody wait but you, girl. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel it in. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel it my duty to inform you that the man holding this revolver are an impostor. He also he holds no paper of divinity from any institution recognizes or improvises. He is altogether devoid of the least qualification to the office he has usurped and has only committed to memory a few passages from the good book of for the purpose of lending to his fraudulent Shimon some faint flavor of the pity he despises. In truth, the gentleman standing here before you, posing as a minister of the Lord, is not only total illiterate, but is also wanted by the law in the states of Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, and Arkansas. Oh God, cried the revenant. Lies, lies. He began reading. Verses from his open Bible, on a variety of charges, the most recent of which involve a girl of 11 years, I say 11 years, who had come to him in trust and whom he was surprised in the act of violating, while actually clothed in the livery of his God. The monks wept through the crowd. A lady sank to her knees. "This is him!" cried the reverend, sobbing. "This is him! The devil! Here he stands! Let's hang the third," called the ugly dog. from the gallery to the rear. Not 3 weeks before this, he was run out for Smith at Carnes for having contact with a goat. Yes, lady, that is what I said. Goat. Why damn I if I won't shoot the son of a bitch, said a man rising at the far side of the tent and drawing a pistol from his boot. He leveled it and fired. The young, the young teamer, the young teamster instantly produced a knife from his clothing and assumed the tent and stepped out into the rain. The kids followed. The dog glowed, the dog glowed and ran across the mud toward the hotel. Already gunfire was general. Already gunfire was general within the tent, and a dozen assets had been hacked through the canvas walls, and people were pouring out. Women screaming, folks stumbling, folks scrambling underfoot in the mud. The kid and his friend reached the hotel gallery, wiped the water from their eyes, and turned to watch. At the end, as they did not, as they did so, the tent began to sway and buckle, and like a huge and wounded Medusa is slowly settled to the ground, trailing scattered canvas wall and ready guide rope over the ground. The bald head man was already at the bald head man was already at the bar when they entered. On the polished on the polished wood before him there was 2 hats and a double handful of coins. He raised his glass, but not to them. They stood up to the bar and ordered whiskey as the kid laid his money down. But the barman pushed it back with his thumb and nodded. "This here is on the just," he said. They drank. The teamster set his glass down and looked at the kid, or he seemed to. You could not be sure of his gaze. The kid looked down the bar to where the judge stood. The bar was that the bar was that tall. Not every man could even get his elbow up on it, but it came just to the just waist, and he stood with his hands placed flat-sidewise on the wood, leaning slightly, as if about to give another abstract. By now men were peeling down. By now men were piling through the doorway, bleeding, covered in mud, cursing. They gathered about the judge. A posset was being drawn to purpose. The preacher, "Judge, how did you come to have the goods on that no account?" "Goods?" said the judge. "Where was you in the Fort-Smith?" "Fort-Smith? Where did you know his where did where did you know him to know all that stuff on him?" "You mean the Reverend Green?" "Yes, sir. I reckon you was in the Fort-Smith for a year come but here." "I was never in Fort-Smith in my life." That what he was. They looked from one to the other. Where was is you run up on him to "I never laid eye on the man before today. Never even heard of him." He raised his glass and drank. There was a strange silence in the room, the man looking like much effigy. Finally someone began to laugh, then another. Soon they were all laughing together. Someone brought George a drink.